Welcome back to my channel EzyMentor. So today I am going to discuss the same hypothesis testing chi-square itself with the bigger data. Actually, last previous 2 days, two videos, we were dealing with small type of data using two variables. We were discussing chi-square test, and now you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 variables are there, and everything is properly arranged. All the variables are properly arranged. So actually in real life we are getting data like this. Huge data will be given to you. This also is small data, but in real life we will be getting so many columns up to 28 or up to 56, like that columns, not 56, greater than that. We'll be getting that much columns, and like that on the case of rows also they will be having 5 lakh something rows. So these all are simple data we are taking for the analysis purpose only. And now here we have the data 256 students data on a school, and their names are given, their gender is given, they are divided into some groups, and their test score in the class test is given, and their extracurricular activity means they're active in other activities, NSS like that, then their activeness in the class, their interest in the study subject, their final exam score, and their notes are completed or not before the final exam, and the exam result. Exam result is taken that if the students have scored above 24 in final exam, they are passed. Okay, so this is a data made by myself, and we can go for the analysis using two variables, which are I'm going to take interest in subject study and the exam result. So let's see what's happening in chi-square. So this is the sheet I am going to do the analysis, and this is my data sheet. From here I have created a pivot table in this secondary sheet, and you can see the pivot table on the right side of cell H, column H. And I'm going to drag exam result into rows and the interest in the subject statistics into the columns, and I want exams results count. So we have got the data. I'm going to pull out each data from the pivot table. So this is exactly my table I have created here. Press equal to and drag, pull out data from the pivot table. So you can see what's happening in the table. Automatically the values are changing. You can see here. Then give equals and pull out this also. Press enter. Then give equals. Drag this also. So this is our observed frequency table, and this is our expected frequency table, and using these two data we are going to interpret how the analysis chi-square test analysis will be using these two variables. Mostly in chi-square test you can see categorical variables are used. Categorical variable means either inside that variable there will be categories like yes, no, like here you can see failed, passed. These are categories, and we have chosen two categorical variables for the chi-square test analysis. And here you can see the expected frequencies is automatically calculated. Also the chi-square test, here the chi-square test is each category is being calculated accordingly. Then you can see the chi-square test statistic value is the sum of all the chi-square observations. Then we give enter, you can see 14.52 is the chi-square test statistic value. Then also we can see here there is a degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom which indicates the number of rows minus 1 into number of columns minus 1. So we can see here in the data there is only 2 rows and 2 columns. So we chosen that, and we got the degrees of freedom is only 1, and the probability value is calculated using these datas in the observed frequency table and in the expected frequency table. So you can see p value is selecting observed frequency table cells comma expected frequencies table cells. Then press enter, and we have got the result as reject H node. So we can see here also I have given an equation. The value in cell D40 should be, if it is greater than 0.05 you should accept H node, or if it is less than 0.05 you should reject H node. So we can see what's going to happening, what's the result. We need to identify what's the result. So reject H node means we should accept H1. So this is our result. I'm going to paste this result over here. So reject H node means avoid H node and accept H1. So we have chosen H1. And here you can see the interesting static subject and final exam results are associated. That means there is some association. There is something that we can tell from the table. So that association, we need to identify what's that association. That association is nothing but that you can see some students who have told interesting static as no, and they have passed. Their count is 11, which means some students have told me that they are not interested in the static subject and they have passed the exam. So let's say there is something relationship. 11 students has passed like that, and you can see 3 students has told me they are very interested in statistics, but they had failed. So there are the similarities. You can see this is the relationship. This is the relationship we can tell from the analysis. So this is called chi-square test. So we can perform chi-square test in a huge data like this. Okay, then thank you for today. So I am going to leave today's session, and my chi-square classes are going to be over today. Okay, then bye bye.